Welcome back to BraveAthon 7. We would like to thank Brother Bruno's Pizza, Deli, and Bagels at 200 Hamburg Turnpike, Fry Guys Wings and Steaks at 1210 Hamburg Turnpike, and Jersey's Mike's Subs at 1055 Hamburg Turnpike. All three of our sponsors are located in Wayne, New Jersey, and all three offer special discounts for William Paterson students.
And we are now joined by Iridium from Queens, New York. Welcome and thank you for joining us, Ree.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for performing and being here today. You had the crowd jumping and having a lot of fun. Thank you. They were dancing.
Yeah, it was great to be here. Honestly, I enjoyed doing the set. A little singing in there, threw that in, to break the mold a little bit, so to speak.
So Iridium, I have to ask, why did you choose the name Iridium? Where did it come from?
It's actually an element of the periodic table. I don't know if you're aware of that. A lot of people don't know. I didn't really know. I'm not a science guy, first off, so I didn't really know.
Iridium, all of the normals, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah, so it's element number 77. I just thought that was really cool, just numbers-wise, and even iridium means from the goddess Iris, the Greek goddess. And so that has that connection as well. So I was like, it's a pretty good name to pick,
And why Iris? Wow. Goddess of?
She is she basically is a messenger of the gods, so she connects the heavens and hell as well, so she's everywhere, so that's why I want my music to be everywhere, so.
Cool. Okay, makes sense.
Little connection in there.
Yeah, so when did you start pursuing your music?
Oh man, I started DJing first when I was 13 years old. I was actually, it's weird, I kind of had my leg was messed up, my foot, and went out for some odd reason. That's a whole story, we're not gonna go there.
Okay.
But anyway, so once I got that fixed, I was homeschooled for 6 months. So I was out of school, away from my friends really, and I needed something to do. I couldn't stay home and just play video games. I'm not that type of dude. So I'm a musical person. I played a bit of conga drums, a little bit of Latino in there, but even though I'm looking like a white dude, but mix it up.
Are you mixed? Are you?
I am. I'm half Puerto Rican. So.
All right, so it makes sense. Throw a little Latin in there, Latin flavor.
So yeah, I was playing the conga drums. And I was like, I need to be able to express myself through music more than just playing conga drums and whatnot. So yeah, I went out and I bought turntables. I actually had saved up for them, and that's what I spent the majority of that year, along with doing some schoolwork. Some schoolwork. You gotta.
But that's when you really found your passion doing that. You really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
time?
Once I was DJing, it was great, but I found that I was limited because I wasn't able to truly express myself by creating my own music. It was more of I was DJing and with other people's tracks, and what I wanted to really do was be able to make something original and say, hey guys, I made this. This is me expressing myself.
So did you ever think about going to school for music, or did it just come natural to you and you just learn on your own?
Yeah, I thought about going to school for it, but I don't know. For some reason, as much as I wish I did have the classical aspects of music, I kind of enjoy the fact that every time I go to make a new beat, it's a rediscovery of the entire program that I'm using and all the sounds, as opposed to being well, you know what, there's a certain format that I got to follow to make a beat or make a song. I don't do that at all. It's kind of how I'm feeling. If I'm, feeling extremely happy one day, or if I'm kind of sad, my music's going to be catered to that.
Creative expression.
There you go.
Whatever you feel.
Right.
Perfect.
Cool.
So.
Do you have any musical inspirations you look up to in the music industry?
Oh man, yeah. When I was younger, I used to listen to a lot of Black Eyed Peas.
Awesome.
I know some people digging the Black Eyed Peas. Some people, but Will.i.am, yeah, it was a big fan. Nowadays, it's more along the lines of what Calvin Harris is kind of doing, in terms of having the featured vocal on the track and him making the original beats and sometimes writing the songs as well.
So, you like having featured vocals on your music?
Yeah, I feel like it helps a lot, especially since I'm not the best vocalist in the world by any means possible. So after I write a track, I finish producing it, write the song, just sitting in the room with the vocalist and hearing their input, hearing what they think, the different terminologies, even for how someone would go about singing. I'm not that well versed in that, but when I have a vocalist in the room, I could bounce ideas off of him or her and get great music.
Cool. Right. So what makes you different from other DJs? Because nowadays everyone wants to be a DJ and it's becoming pretty popular as a career choice. So what makes you different and stand out as a DJ and a producer?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, everyone's doing it, so it's really rough. There's a lot of people that just kind of DJ. There's some people that also produce as well, and people that do the hybrid, which do both. That I do both. There's a lot of people that do it as well, but the thing is, I don't feel like that there's really that soul, that emotion that people really care and put their heart and soul into it when they're making a track. It's more along the lines of a lot of people just go out there and like, oh, I'm gonna make a track and just, you know, see what I could put together to get some fans and whatnot. But when I actually go into like making a track, that's an extension of me. That is me. You know, it's not like, oh, it's gonna make a track and get a vocalist so I can have like a hit song, or just have something that can get a few thousand plays on SoundCloud.
It's personal.
It's very personal. You know, it's what I want, how I'm trying to express myself, and I think that's really what makes me different. Even though there's a lot of people doing it, you know, I try my best to bring who I am. You know,
so you want to connect with your audience and write something compelling that comes from the heart, not just anything.
Yeah, I think if you sit down and you listen to my tracks and you just like, you don't even have to analyze the lyrics, but just even like when I'm recording with the vocalist, like I'll be in there like for 6 hours. You know, you could easily bang it out in 2 hours, get the vocalist to sing, but I'm very like meticulous when it comes to the way things are sung, pronounced, and, you know, phrasing, just because I want it to sound a certain way.
Absolutely.
Just to get that message across perfectly. So.
Yeah, that never goes out of style. Whenever you put in a personal touch, I mean, there's nothing like what you can do, you know? No one's ever going to be able to copy that.
That's true.
You know? So that's doing something really original. That's pretty admirable. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What have your fans' reactions have been like to your music? I know on SoundCloud you have a lot of followers, so do they express how they feel about your music? Like, what are some of the responses?
Of course. Yeah, I get messages a lot on SoundCloud from different fans from all over. Like some guy from Germany hit me up and told me that he loves my stuff, and I was, you know, I'm touched by that. You know, like I'm not like a huge producer by any means, but like, you know, I like to consider myself like moving up along the chain, and just to like, you know, it's like numerous people like, you know, reach out and just let me know how much they love my music, and like it means a lot to me to hear that, because it's not like, oh, I'm just making music and it's going unappreciated. Like, you know, it's one thing to express yourself and do that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, when you can get that feedback from somebody else that they did connect with your song, it really means a lot.
Did you ever get like hate mail? You ever get like haters?
Yeah, I've gotten some, but it was nothing like really too bad. Like, you know, occasionally you get somebody that'll write like a comment on SoundCloud, be like, you know, I wasn't really feeling this track, or it's just garbage and whatnot. And, you know, honestly, I enjoy those.
Right.
You know, I really do, because like when I see that, it's like, all right, you know, this guy might not like my track, but why doesn't he like my track? You know, because it makes me question the way I produce. Like, not sure, I have my own style, but it's like, what can I do better to help myself appeal to more people and get that guy as a fan the next time around? You know, I mean, you might not get everyone, but if I can make a variety of different types of music and try to have a little bit of everyone in there, that's, you know.
So where else can we find your music besides SoundCloud, and what's next for you?
Right now, it's all my music is on SoundCloud. I have my Facebook fan page where you can get the free downloads by liking the page. And what's next for me? I'm actually still in school. I'm a senior at St. John's University. And next year, I'm going to be going to St. John's University Law School.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, yeah, that's what's next, the educational standpoint. But in terms of music, I'm still going to keep going, you know, chugging along, so to speak, and I'm pushing it to the max, you know.
Awesome.
Hey.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Iridium. That's all the time we have
Really
left.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Please go and check out his SoundCloud at I Am Iridium, #IamIridium, also #BraveAthon7. Coming up next, we have Over Easy. Stay tuned to WPTV 6 and WPSC 88.7 FM, Brave New Radio.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
cool.
We're still on. Yep.
Thank you.